Shalom. First off, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And to all my brothers out here preaching this truth to you, I say Shalom. This is Amatazar from the Chicago camp, coming back at you again with another lesson entitled Genesis. You can call it salvation if you want to. Okay? So here we are with another lesson in regards uh, to the topic of these wayward Israelites, okay? Changing up the doctrine, okay? Offering salvation, okay, or trying to prove salvation through the scriptures for non-Israelites, for the heathen. It ain't going to happen, okay? You can play with the words all you want to, okay? But there's three distinct points that we're going to talk about in this lesson. Number one, the America, Babylon the Great will suffer desolation. So America is going to be destroyed. All right. So how are the heathen going to have salvation out of America if America is going to be destroyed? They're not going into the chariots. It's not going to happen. Number two, the heathen will be rounded up and put in chains. Okay. So, you know, I don't know what kind of salvation that is. I mean, did we have salvation when we were in captivity? And we're still in captivity, but did it feel like salvation? Okay. When they had us in chains and yokes of iron. All right. Point number three, the house or the line of Esau, Edom will be destroyed. Okay. So here you have a whole line of people, okay, who are going to be completely, utterly destroyed by the Lord. All right. So as we said before, this Genesis group, right, will sell anything that's not nailed down. All right. Apostle Gabar says that all the time. Um, just last Passover, they were selling tickets to the general public, okay, for anybody who wanted to participate in the Lord's Supper. Come on now. Anyway, let's get to it. Proverbs 30:5. Every word of the Most High is pure. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar. All right, and that's what's happening right now. Hassad and the deacon, okay, also known as priest Hakah, they're being found liars. All right, and the Lord gonna do something nice and ugly with them. This is 2nd Ezra 16:11. The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof, the sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also, before the Lord and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss, when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer, return it not backward. Even so, the plagues that shall be sent upon earth shall not return again. Okay? All right, and those arrows shot of a mighty archer, those are these intercontinental ballistic missiles. Okay, these missiles, all right, aim right at Babylon. Isaiah 13:5. They come from a far country, from the ends of heaven, even Yahweh and the weapons of his indignation, to destroy the whole land. How ye, for the day of Yahweh is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrows shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that travaileth. They shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees' excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. It shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall the Arabian pitch tent there, and neither shall the shepherds make their fold there. But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there. And the wild beasts of the islands shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant palaces, and her time is near to come, and her days shall not be prolonged. All right, so Babylon the Great is prophesied to be as the Lord overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, it's gonna be desolate. There's no one going to inhabit um, North America. Okay, all right. So where is the salvation in that? Okay, because the only ones that's going up into the chariots are Israelites. Isaiah 14:21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and remnant and son and nephew, said Yahweh. All right, so it ain't gonna be nobody coming out of America. Okay, nobody's coming out of America. All right, so you could forget about that. Won't be no salvation here. All right, the heathen will be rounded up and put in chains. All right, Revelation 13:9 says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. So in this truth, okay, which Christianity fails to cover, at the heart of this truth, okay, is also reincarnation. Okay, we understand that. All right, we've been on this earth multiple times. All right, and so Esau is yet to understand. Okay, Esau in general is yet to understand that you're paying for the sins of your forefathers because you are your forefathers. Jeremiah 30:16, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. Psalms 18:40, thou hast also given me the necks of my enemies, that I might destroy them that hate me. They cried, but there was none to save them, even unto Yahweh, but he answered them not. Then did I beat them small as the dust before the wind. I did cast them out as the dirt in the streets. Thou hast delivered me from the strivings of the people, and thou hast made me the head of the heathen. A people whom I have not known shall serve me, and as soon as they hear of me, they shall obey me. The strangers shall submit themselves unto me. All right. All right. So this is talking about servitude, captivity, subjugation. All right. So this is not talking about salvation. If you want to mince words and you want to call this salvation, so be it. This is Isaiah 2:19. And they shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of Yahweh and for the glory of his majesty when he arises to shake terribly the earth. So when these bombs and stuff start going off, you got Esau Edom. All right, primarily he's the one with the money to afford these bunkers in the earth. All right, they're gonna try to hide. Okay, they're gonna try to hide. They're gonna close themselves up. Salakia, they're gonna close themselves up but the Lord gonna give us spiritual power, and we're gonna go and we're gonna fish them out. Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill, and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from mine eyes. And first I will recompense their iniquity and their sin double, because they have defiled my land, and they have filled mine inheritance with the carcasses of their detestable and abominable things. All right. So Esau Edom then put us through all type of bullshit and defiled the bread and everything else. All right, putting pork in things and swine and things that have no, just dumbass shit. But he's gonna pay. This is Psalms 149:6. Let the high praise of the Most High be in their mouth, and a two-edged sword in their hand, to execute vengeance, okay, upon the heathen, and punishments upon the people, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment written. This honor have all his saints. Praise ye the Lord Yahweh. Okay, so it's an honor for the children of Israel to be able, all right, to execute vengeance upon the heathen, all right, and bind their kings with chains and fetters of iron. All right, and lastly, the house or line of Esau, Edom, will be destroyed. Okay, this is Psalms 137:7. It says, Remember, O Lord Yahweh, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. And that raise it goes into destruction, okay, and uncovering something. In other words, even when they destroyed the temple and they got down to the foundation, they wanted the foundation overturned as well. Don't leave nothing standing. That's how much they hated. They hated us, okay? Even to the foundation thereof. Verse 8, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Okay? So here you have in verse 7, the children of Edom, all right? And in verse 8, they're being referred to as the daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewarded thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones. 2 Thessalonians 1:6 says, Seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. All right, so you ask, how can a loving God, okay, how can a loving God allow someone to be happy with smashing babies' heads? Well, first of all, you don't know the Lord. You gave him the title as a loving God, okay? So a false balance is an abomination to the Lord. The Lord said it's a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. So it's a righteous thing to pay you back. All right. When you read these scriptures, and just like we covered Revelation 13 and 10, he that 13 and 9 and 10. Okay. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's balance. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. You see that? That's balance. That's righteousness. Okay? The Lord said it's a righteous thing to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. This is Job 18:16. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branches be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. See, this don't talk about salvation, okay? This sounds like getting rid of a problem. Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, okay, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Does that sound like salvation? That sounds like payback. And closing, Obadiah 1 and 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh hath spoken it. All right? So in this lesson, okay, there is no salvation. Okay, you can call it salvation if you want to, but there's no salvation. Okay, in any of these scriptures. All right. In Genesis, you can spin it how you want to spin it. All right. So this has been Genesis. You can call it salvation if you want to. I pray that this lesson has been edifying. Until the next one, Shalom.